Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Jacob Deraps, and today I want to try different voltage settings with my Variac to see if it actually affects the sound of the amp or not. I'm going to be using this EVH Frankie into my Marshall 1959 HW fully cranked. There's no boosts. All of the sound is coming from the amp. I'm going to start by matching the levels of each Variac settings, and then I'm going to show you in real time what happens when I turn up and down the voltage settings on the Variac. So let's get right into it. Okay, so here are my final thoughts for the conclusion of this video. I've listened to the whole thing as I was editing, and I also noticed differences while I was playing. I mean, there's plenty of differences, but from 110 to 90 volts, it's very subtle. I would say that most people wouldn't tell the difference in a blind test. Don't get me wrong, there's a difference, but it's not make or break. A lot of people seem to think that with Van Halen, there's a secret sauce or a secret ingredient that makes the sound. That's not the case. Really, it's the guitar and the amp cranked all the way up. Everything else is icing on the cake, basically. That's what I think, and that's what I like to demonstrate in these videos. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. I like the minimal approach. I don't think that stuff like the Variac, the Echoplex, what was done in post-production really matters that much. And I've demonstrated that you get the sound from the way that you play, the guitar, the amp, the speakers, and that's it. As far as the differences, okay, from 110 to 90 volts, it's spongier, more compressed, not as dynamic, not as clean and open, and it starts to get a little fizzier on top. And the more you turn it down, and the more that happens, which is why 70 volts sounds really, really harsh and thin, just sounds a lot weaker. 70 volts is really low and the volume is way down. It's still usable if you need to really turn down the volume way down. 110 sounds the best to me, definitely. It's got the thump, the openness. It breathes so much more. To me, that tells me one thing. I don't think Eddie was using it for the sound, but really to control the volume and smaller venues in the early days of Van Halen. That's my conclusion for that video. Make sure to check out my last video where I compare 11 different guitars and 8 pickups for the Van Halen Brown sound. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Check out my new album, VIVA Rock and Roll, which is available on my website, derapsofficial.com. Take care, and I'll see you next time.